The 1944 wheat penny, bearing the S Mint mark of the San Francisco Mint, stands as a powerful symbol of American history, wartime resilience, and numismatic rarity. Although over 282 million of these coins were minted during a time of global conflict, a small number of them, those preserved in mint state MS-67 or higher with exceptional luster, clarity, and eye appeal, have become prized collector pieces, some fetching as much as $2,100 at auction. While the coin may seem common in circulated condition, its true value emerges only when it meets the strictest grading criteria and possesses distinctive qualities such as sharp strikes and original red coloration. The 1944 wheat penny is not merely a copper alloy coin. It is a snapshot of America during World War II, produced at a time when every piece of metal was carefully calculated to support the war effort. Its copper composition is particularly significant as just 1 year earlier in 1943, pennies were made from zinc-coated steel to conserve copper for ammunition. In 1944, the mint returned to copper using salvaged ammunition shells and scrap materials, making the coin both a literal and symbolic artifact of recycling and national unity during wartime. The S Mint mark below the date on the obverse reveals its San Francisco origin, facility known for producing some of the sharpest and most collectible coins in the U.S. numismatic catalog, designed by Victor David Brenner. The obverse of the 1944 wheat penny features a side profile of President Abraham Lincoln, surrounded by the inscriptions "In God We Trust," "Liberty," and the date 1944. On the reverse, the coin carries the classic wheat ears design with 1 cent in United States of America boldly struck between 2 stylized stalks of wheat, and the motto "E pluribus unum" arched above. This design, in use from 1909 to 1958, remains one of the most iconic and beloved in American coinage. While millions of 1944 wheat pennies were produced and circulated, the rare mint state red examples rode, especially those graded MS-67 rode by PCGS or NGC, that command top dollar in the collector market. These coins must show full mint, red color, untouched by oxidation or circulation wear, with no distracting marks or soft spots in the strike. The rarity of this combination high grade, full red, and perfect surfaces elevates its value dramatically. Even among uncirculated coins, most lose their red tone over time, toning to brown or red-brown. Thus, a vibrant 1944 penny with blazing red luster and minimal marks is a true gem. Explaining why collectors are willing to pay a premium as high as $2,100 for the best examples, another factor contributing to the desirability of the 1944 penny is its historical significance and placement within the wartime coinage narrative. Following the experimental 1943 steel cent, the return to copper in 1944 marked a subtle but important shift in the mint's operations. The copper used in 1944 cents came from recycled wartime materials, particularly spent shell casings collected from military training facilities. These shell case cents, as they're sometimes called, carry an emotional and patriotic value for collectors and historians alike. In addition to its composition, 1944's penny also plays an important role in the larger wheat penny series, acting as a key date for those building high-grade sets, assembling a full set of Lincoln wheat pennies from 1909 to 1958 in mint. State condition is a monumental task, and finding a 1944 in MS-67 RD is one of the more difficult challenges in that pursuit. Registry collectors in particular seek out the finest known examples to complete their sets and rise in competitive rankings, increasing the demand and pushing market values upward. Grading is essential in determining the true market value of the 1944 wheat penny. A circulated example may only be worth a few cents or dollars, depending on condition. But coins certified by PCGS Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC Numismatic Guarantee Company, as MS-66 Road or MS-67 Road or NAE, completely different class. These coins must exhibit glowing red surfaces, brilliant mint luster, and flawless or nearly flawless preservation. Even the smallest nick or contact mark can disqualify a coin from reaching MS-67, So the few that meet all criteria are rare and valuable. In fact, fewer than a few dozen 1944S pennies have been certified in MS67 Road by the major grading services, making them true condition rarities. Their scarcity is not due to mintage, but rather to time, wear, and environmental exposure. Most coins from the 1940s were either spent quickly in wartime economies or stored poorly in humid or reactive environments. The coins that survived untouched, still retaining their fiery red hue and satin sheen, are among the most desired by collectors and investors alike. Adding further intrigue to the 1944S wheat penny are the occasional mint errors and striking. Anomalies found within this year and mint mark. For example, some 1944S cents have been discovered with die breaks, repunched mint marks RPMs, off-center strikes, and in rare cases, transitional planchette errors. While these are not common, their existence fuels even more interest from the error coin collecting community. One of the most famous error coins in U.S. history is the 1944 steel penny, a coin that was supposed to be discontinued after 1943, but was accidentally struck on leftover steel planchettes at a few mints. While no known 1944S steel penny has been confirmed, the possibility of a future discovery keeps attention on this date high. Even regular 1944 cents with minor minting abnormalities can fetch hundreds of dollars if certified and well preserved. Collectors actively hunt for such examples in old rolls, inherited collections, and antique coin jars, hoping to strike it rich with a rare variety or uncirculated survivor. The collector demand for the 1944S wheat penny remains consistently strong due to its combination of availability in lower grades and extreme scarcity in top-tier grades. This makes it attractive to both beginner collectors and advanced investors. Beginners can acquire affordable circulated versions as part of learning the hobby, while elite collectors invest in high-grade examples as long-term assets. Auction records have shown prices for MS67 Road specimens ranging from $1,800 to $2,100, depending on eye appeal and certification label. Coins with special designations such as Top Pop Highest Grade Known often go for a premium, especially when included in prestigious registry sets. This dual-level appeal accessible for starters, yet elite and high grades, gives the 1944's penny a wide and loyal fan base in the numismatic world. In conclusion, the 1944's Lincoln Wheat penny is a remarkable coin that blends wartime history, aesthetic beauty, and rare condition rarity into one copper masterpiece. With a top-end market value reaching $2,100, it proves that even coins with massive original mintage can become valuable when preserved to perfection. Its design by Victor D. Brenner continues to be celebrated for its timeless depiction of Lincoln and symbolic wheat ears. And its historical context as a shell-case cent connects it deeply to America's World War II story. For collectors, the challenge of finding a true MS67 Road 1944S penny is both exciting and rewarding, especially given its appreciation and value over time. Whether discovered in a forgotten coin jar, purchased from a reputable auction, or handed down through family generations, the 1944S wheat penny serves as a reminder that within even the smallest denomination lies a wealth of historical and monetary value, teaches collectors to look deeper, study harder, appreciate the legacy of American coinage. And next up, the 1981 P mint mark. Roosevelt dime is one of those underappreciated coins in circulation that can surprise collectors and coin hunters with its potential value, sometimes reaching as high as $900. While at face value this coin appears quite ordinary, certain rare conditions, historical details, and grading distinctions make it a notable find in numismatic circles. The Roosevelt dime has been in production since 1946, following the death of President Franklin D. Roosevelt, and has gone through several minor design and minting changes over the decades. The 1981 version, minted in Philadelphia, carries with it subtle distinctions and collector-driven demand that elevates its importance beyond mere change in your pocket. This particular dime, bearing the P mint mark, was struck at the Philadelphia Mint in 1981 a time when coinage technology had become quite refined, but not entirely immune to errors and low mintage variations that now draw high premiums. The composition of the 1981 Roosevelt dime remained the standard. Copper-nickel clad with a core of pure copper and an outer layer of 75% copper and 25% nickel. Measuring 17.91 millimeters in diameter and weighing 2.27 grams. Were minted that year. The real value lies not in the volume, but in the condition rarity of specific varieties. And anomalies such as minting errors or sharply struck uncirculated specimens that have never entered public hands. One of the reasons the 1981 P Roosevelt dime can command a market value of up to $900 is its condition, especially those graded as MS67 or above, by reputable services like PCGS or NGC. These higher grades are exceedingly difficult to find due to the coin's small size and the tendency of the soft-clad metal to attract contact marks and scratches during production and distribution. A perfectly struck, nearly flawless example with brilliant luster and sharp detail across. Roosevelt's profile and torch flame details on the reverse can fetch hundreds of dollars at auction or private sales. Collectors value eye appeal and scarcity in pristine condition, and this coin delivers that under the right circumstances. Minting errors further add to the intrigue and value of the 1981 P dime. Dimes from this year with dramatic misstrikes, off-center strikes, double dies, or planchet issues can significantly elevate a coin's worth. For instance, 1981 Roosevelt dime that exhibits a strong double die on the obverse lettering or Roosevelt's features would be highly desirable. Similarly, a coin that was struck on a foreign planchette or displays significant cladding separation can easily turn a dime into a small fortune for those who spot these anomalies early. Error coins are especially popular among modern collectors, who appreciate both the technical oddities and their rarity. The market dynamics of coins like the 1981 P dime are also affected by collector trends. In recent years, there has been a noticeable surge in interest surrounding clad coinage, especially as silver and older coins have become increasingly scarce and unaffordable to new collectors. This shift has brought coins from the 1970s and 1980s into the spotlight, creating a new appreciation for those pieces that have survived decades in top condition. Additionally, because the 1981 P Roosevelt dime marks one of the final years before the transition to the no-mint mark policy for Philadelphia dimes starting in 1982, it holds a small but meaningful place in the historical timeline of US coinage. Beyond its physical features and grading potential, the 1981 P dime carries historical resonance. It was minted during the early years of Ronald Reagan's presidency, a time of economic struggle and recovery in the U.S., with inflation, unemployment, and global tensions shaping public life. Coins from this era, though not ancient by any means, reflect the socioeconomic conditions of modern America and are beginning to be viewed through a nostalgic and historical lens. That emotional connection can play a subtle role in enhancing collector demand and, by extension, market value. Another important factor in the valuation of the 1981 P dime is population. Reports data provided by grading companies showing how many coins exist in each grade. When only a handful of MS67 examples are known to exist, competition among collectors increases sharply, especially for those seeking to complete high-grade Roosevelt dime sets. The scarcity at high-grade levels can drive prices upward, even when lower-grade examples remain common and inexpensive. Auction results show that dimes from 1981 with exceptional condition and eye appeal consistently sell for hundreds, sometimes approaching or exceeding $900 depending on the circumstances and collector interest. Many collectors and coin hunters overlook modern clad coins in favor of older silver issues. But that very oversight helps coins like the 1981 P dime stay hidden in plain sight. It's not uncommon for coin roll hunters or estate sale buyers to stumble upon these gems, only realizing their true worth after inspection and professional grading. This underscores the importance of attention to detail and the value of education. In numismatics, knowing what to look for, sharp strikes, clean surfaces, strong luster, An absence of distracting mark scan be the key to identifying valuable examples hiding among ordinary coins. The reverse of the Roosevelt dime, designed by John R. Sinnock, features a torch flanked by olive and oak branches, symbolizing liberty, peace, and strength. It remains one of the most iconic American coin designs and has changed little since its inception. A well-preserved reverse with complete torch details, fully visible flame lines, and crisp branch features is a hallmark of a premium coin and a good candidate for top-tier grading. Coupled with a flawless obverse, such a coin becomes not just collectible, but genuinely rare. Ultimately, the 1981 P Roosevelt dime may not carry the immediate allure of pre-1965 silver dimes, but its growing market value and rarity and pristine condition make it a standout piece for modern collectors. Coins like these reflect the changing dynamics of numismatics, where even clad coins once considered common can become highly prized for their condition, error features, and historical placement. A 1981 dime in average circulated condition might only be worth face value, but an MS-67 example, or error coin, can elevate its status to hundreds, even $900 or more. It's a coin that demands attention, patience, and a trained eye, proving once